Good afternoon. Welcome on into another episode of From Day One, courtesy of our friends at Law Talk Mike. Let's have fun in court.
Mr. Patterson, you said you want...
That was evidence they were showing to the jury in the XX Tentacion trial. I don't know why, but I had to change the music out. If you want to hear the original music, it does add something. Watch the short.
Take up the folks at the jail, and who do you want to take up first?
Judge, I believe the person sitting there is Jesse Greenwell, and I believe that's a payer appear.
Yawning's a strong start.
Is that right, Are you Mr. Greenwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're on the record in 2022 TR 1381.
Judge Manning.
State of Kansas versus Jesse Taylor Greenwell, with the state appearing by and through Assistant County Attorney Jared Regier.
Right, that is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Greenwell appearing in person.
What's this guy doing with his hair? Oh, no, he's got a back scratch.
And pro se, Mr. Patterson had been his attorney
That's what I was
previously,
thinking, Mike.
but Mr. Patterson was allowed to withdraw December 12, 2022, at which time the defendant was convicted and sentenced. He had a $100 fine and court costs, a 90-day to pay.
Let me guess, you never did, Your Honor?
120 days jail underlying to run concurrent with case number 2022 CR 158. Defendant getting credit for time served.
5 minutes?
So, Mr. Greenwell, are you still serving the time on 2022 CR 158?
No, I already served that.
Then why are you still sitting in jail?
Because got another case.
On what? Another case?
Yeah.
Okay, but not this case. Okay. All right, so why have you not paid anything on your fines and costs?
Because he's a loser?
I was only out for like two weeks. I didn't have time to do it. There was no 90 days. Just enough time to pick up another charge.
Correct, Your Honor.
90 days is 14 days.
And Mike, yes, you are my honor.
Okay. Okay.
If you could, please continue the matter. Give me some more time, and I will pay it when I get out.
No, you won't. You already proved that.
Mr. Patterson, can I reappoint you to this case to help him figure out whether he's maxed his time on this or whether he hasn't, and what we need to do?
Do we know if he's in jail on this case or some other case?
I understand he's not in jail on this case. He allegedly committed a new offense 14 days after he was out on this one.
I'm going to go
So I don't know how much time. Maybe I just need to have the jail just tell me how much time he served on this, and let him just. What I'm wondering is, does he want to try to max this sentence out with cost to collections? And Mr. Regier, I'm sure going to hear from you on this, but
And Judge, I am looking at the jail sheet. It does show that he went in on January 15th.
on a new case.
That's when he was admitted into the jail for booking, January 15th.
But which case?
If I may jump in really briefly.
Please.
That was before you do. That was 3 days after this case was over. 3 days after he was sentenced. Okay, jump in there, Mr. Regier.
Thank you. Well, I'm showing on 23 CR 019. It looks like this defendant had her first appearance hearing in front of Judge Sanders. Mr. Watts appeared to have been appointed, and then the matter was continued to March 27th before Judge Crum for a preliminary control hearing.
It appears that way.
So, and I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not laughing at your case. Someone just caught my attention.
Not the same thing. I've already served 4 months on the case.
Okay, so you're in jail on 3 cases.
At
No, I'm
least.
not in jail for this case anymore. What?
Okay.
What I'm here for now is felony.
Okay, so, and that was 23 CR what, Mr. Regier?
019, Your Honor.
01019. All right, and that, you were booked in January 15th for that? And that's a felony, and you have Mr. Watson. Do you agree with that, Mr. Greenwell?
This is required you to speak up, sir.
Mr. Greenwell, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, so we're here today in my docket, 2022 TR 1381, for which you were sentenced December 12th, 2022, and you were ordered to pay,
Money of $100.
let's see, $208, and you told me you could get that paid by today. So we set this for a pay or appear today. You either had to have it paid or reappear and explain to me why you didn't. And you're here telling me the reason you didn't is because 3 days after I sentenced you, you went back into jail on a felony or felonies in 23 CR 19. Is that your reason why you didn't pay?
Itchy Scratchy there is up next.
Ooh, we got a bonus? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll hang.
Okay. But you didn't have time to get out and make the money to pay it.
No.
No, you didn't have time to rob the money yet, Your Honor.
I mean, I'm asking you, am I understanding you correctly? That's your answer for why you didn't pay, is you went back into jail too soon?
Yes, that's why.
Okay. And you're not sitting in jail right now on my 22 TR 1381 case that we're here today for.
No.
Okay. And then that other case back in December that I ran this concurrently to, the 22 CR 158, you've already maxed your sentence out on that? Did I understand that correctly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So how does the state recommend we proceed?
He's looking good.
There are several things we can do. We can just have him max his sentence on this and turn this over to collections, or we can grant the continuance that Mr. Greenwell is asking for. Apparently you think, Mr. Greenwell, you can get out sometime before that next date and get this paid off?
Yes, Your Honor.
You think that there's employment waiting for you and you'll get that employment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Regier, the state's recommendations?
Your Honor, the state might recommend respectfully that this case be sent to collections. One thing I had neglected to mention is in the other case, 23 CR 019, my notes indicate that bond has been set at 10,000 cash or surety. So under those circumstances, it might be more appropriate to send this particular case to collections, but if the court is willing to continue this another time, I will, of course, defer by whichever avenue the court wishes to pursue.
I just wonder if we have any statistics on how much credit he has in this case. I had ordered that he get credit, and maybe if we look at the journal entry, it can tell us what his credit for time served is.
Already flattened the other one out.
Now let's double check.
I'll give him credit for 24
Let's
hours.
look in your journal entry, because you wouldn't have any credit coming on what you've served at this point.
We can't cover up any of that hot scratching action.
So,
Correct.
Mr. Regier, if you want to look at that journal entry that was filed January 18th, count 1, he was given 120 days. And he was awarded 52 days. So do you agree with that, Mr. Regier? Out of the 122, he's only served the original 52 that he was given?
Your Honor, the journal entry does state for count 1, quote, 120 days jail, and further along the journal entry does state, quote, the defendant has been awarded 52 days of jail time credit towards jail sentence.
And he went back in 3 days later, but I don't believe he should be entitled to any credit since he went back in on another case that
No, I've already done the 4 months on all of it.
How do you figure that?
You
What do you mean, how do I figure that?
All right, well, you told me that you went in on January 15th on a felony case that had nothing to do with this case.
No, I'd had 120 days in before I got out on the January, and in January. I'd already done 2 months waiting to get probation, and then I sat another 2 months waiting for you guys to just throw my probation and everything out and give my underline 120 days.
Well,
my attorney, and you can check up here with the jail and everything. I've already done it all.
okay, well, when you
I
were
don't know what you're reading
sentenced,
there. 152 days, I didn't do no month and a half.
okay, sir, when you were sentenced back in December 12th, the court found that you'd served 52 days on this case. Any other time you'd served went towards that other case, that other misdemeanor case. And
No, you guys ran all of it concurrent 120 days.
I ran anything in the future concurrent, but I gave you 52 days credit. So you have 52 days.
I don't want to talk about none of this. You have to talk about that with my attorney. They wouldn't have released me from the jail if I wouldn't have had it served.
Well, the reason
I would have still been in jail. I wouldn't have got out of jail if I didn't serve the whole time.
The reason I let you out of jail on December 12th was because I granted you probation.
You didn't let me out of jail, okay?
Oh, I didn't let you out of jail?
No.
Yes, I did. Who do you think let you out of jail? I let you out of jail on probation against your future sentence, the rest of your sentence. I gave you credit for the 52 days you served.
You didn't let me out of jail. You guys revoked my probation, and I served the rest of the time. Okay. I didn't get out until January.
Okay, sir, what I need to do is reappoint Mr. Patterson so he can help you understand
that you're an idiot.
December 12th. Am I saying that right? Is it December or January?
Your Honor, the journal entry that said everything out in this case does appear to come from a hearing on December 12th.
Okay, December 12th. And the journal entry reflects December 12th, he was sentenced to 120 days in jail.
They wouldn't have let me out of jail if I hadn't served 120 days.
120 days in jail.
I'm not going to argue about this.
With 52 days of credit for time served.
You're still arguing about it.
With a balance of 60 days.
Really? You're this dumb? Oh, of course you're a con. Of course you're this dumb. Well, at this point, we're going to go ahead and, since there really isn't anything else left to do here on the Dayside episode, we're going to go ahead and leave it here. Come on back tonight, and we will pick up where we left off in this court case. Until then, thanks for watching from Day One. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tonight.